Hello, happy Wednesday. Hope you are having a great Wednesday so far. I'm looking a mess. It is quite humid here in Houston. I was out playing some basketball earlier with my son. I just make jokes the whole time and flail around because I'm not very good, but it's fun. We have a good time together. So I am planning this week's menu or next week's menu and wanted to go through, and before I share the menu, which I kind of already did a brain dump because I had some ideas in my head, and so while I was setting things up, I was like, I better go ahead and write them down. So hopefully we can do this quickly because I have my Fix8 shrimp and sausage gumbo on the stovetop in its last steps of cooking, so that'll be ready to go. And let me go ahead and share. So before we jump into the meal planning, I wanted to go ahead and share with you Ultimate Bundles right now. The Ultimate Healthy Living Bundle is on sale until Friday. And if you're not familiar with Ultimate Bundles, I do not have a product in this bundle, but I did have a product in the Healthy Meal Planning Bundle. So if you bought that bundle, this is a totally different bundle. It's got different things in it. And what they do is they bring together different products and ebooks and resources from all different bloggers and website owners to have their products featured in here, and they bundle it together all for one really low price. My husband saw my Instagram post the other day. He's like, 97% off. Like, I don't think you should tell people that. It's like, well, to be fair, it's because they're bundling everything together, and if you bought everything separately. So a really quick tour of the bundle. Some of the things that caught my eye that I think that you might like. One of them is the Copycat Recipes from Restaurants and Grocery Stores by Becca Ludlam. She does My Crazy Good Life, and she has lots of great portion fix recipes. So I did purchase the bundle, and I downloaded the PDF, and it's got portion control containers for every recipe in there. So that one is good. I also thought some of the other things that caught my eye, fight inflammation. I've been talking a lot with some different people about inflammation, so I kind of started looking through this ebook. Lots of really great information in there. The Heal Your Gut, another good ebook with lots of good information. Recipes if you're looking to avoid the inflammation and be free of dairy and gluten. This has some recipes in it. Hypothyroidism, which is something that I actually have. I started out with Graves' disease, so I had a hyperthyroid, and then it burned itself out. So now I do have hyperthyroidism. So I was starting to look through that because I've never really done much research between like the link to nutrition and your thyroid. So I started reading Jill's book, and it was really interesting. So I want to go back and kind of go in there. But lots of different things. Meal prep online cooking class. If you're in my meal prep group right now and you want to go further, you could grab that. But so it's 43 different things that are all paired together for one low price. So you could grab them all. And I think you have a year to download them, or maybe it's 6 months. I don't remember. But they'll tell you when you need to download them all by. But you buy them all, and you can download them all or access the courses and kind of in your own time, because it is a lot of information. So I do have a link on this post to get the bundle there. So if you want to grab that, because it will be going away on Friday. All right, let's jump into the meal plan. So if this is your first time joining me for meal planning, I like to break my meal planning down into 3 different steps. So on Wednesdays, I do the meal plan. On Thursdays, I write my grocery list, and on Fridays, I grocery shop. And now on Sundays, we're doing meal prep together. And last Sunday's meal prep group, we had some people join for the live meal plan, and it was a lot of fun. And I've already heard from people who did the meal prep, whether they joined us or not, that it's really helped out this week. It's made things easy just to kind of grab and go. So this week's focus in the meal prep group is going to be on preparing snacks. So we all know that prepackaged things like chips and cookies are easy to eat, or we gravitate towards them because they're easy to eat and they're convenient. So we want to make our snacks convenient. So I've planned some snacks here. Last week we just chopped up fruits and veggies. This week we're going to add in just making sure those snacks, like I chopped up like my cucumbers and my fruit, but I didn't portion it out. This week I'm going to go ahead and portion it out. So when it's time for snack, I just grab it, come back to my office and get back to work. Or take a break. If it's sunny, I like to take a break outside. So the first thing I do is I start with my meal plan template, and the meal plan templates are all available in the What's Working Here free resource library. And I have them for all the different meal plans. I'm a meal plan B, so I usually start with the Time Nutrition, and you're going to see this one's all been moved around. But I start with the Time Nutrition meal plan, and then I move my containers around from there how I like them. So open my meal plan template, and then I like to put the dates. I like the dates and the days of the week just so you kind of know. And if there's anything going on, then you would write that next to there. Like if you have a sports practice or a school event or something, so that you know, hey, I'm not going to be here to make that dinner. Like tonight's dinner was pretty like labor, like you had to be here to make the dinner the whole time to make the gumbo. So if I wasn't going to be here, if I was going to be at a practice or something like that, then I would want to make sure that I move that to a different day. So make note of that. And then I go in and I start with my meal one. My meal one, I have Shakeology every day. I have it with a half a banana and usually some peanut butter. And sometimes I mix in, you will see down here when I moved around some containers, I mixed in some spinach. And that's been a really good way to make sure I get all my veggies in, because when we were doing the meal tracking group, that was one of the areas that I lacked. So if I got them in first thing in the morning, then it was easier to make sure I got all of my veggies in. So I just copy and paste that for my meal one. And then my meal two, so then I pick my two snacks is my meal two and meal four. So I pick two for the week and then I alternate them. So my meal two is like, I call it second breakfast. So one of them, and this I actually pulled up an old menu that I made this a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to do the breakfast scramble. It's a recipe that I got from the Elimination Diet Meal Plan, which is really good. And so I'll prep the breakfast scramble on Sunday, which means I'm probably going to do the live meal prep in the morning so that I can be making those in the morning. Maybe. We'll see. So the breakfast scramble. And then I'm going to alternate that with another breakfast recipe, a cauliflower fried rice, which is basically riced cauliflower and some eggs and some carrots, and then breakfast potatoes. And I am going to put some recipes up for those at some point. I just haven't yet. So we'll meal prep those on Sunday. And then in the afternoon, so meal four is also a snack. So I'm going to pick two of those for the week. And then it gets a little weird because I move containers around, but I'll show you. So I'm going to pick, instead of carrots and cashews, I had hummus back in my life this week, and it didn't seem to upset me too much. So let's do carrots and hummus. I'm going to go blueberries. I really like the blueberries. Blueberries, and you get so many of them. All right, so I'm going to copy and paste this every other day, except when we get down below, you'll see why things are going to get different. So that's going to be on Tuesday. And I showed the people in my meal prep group this past week. For the carrots and hummus, I buy prepackaged mini carrots and prepackaged hummus. So the only thing I'm going to have to prep is the blueberries. And that'll make it really easy to grab and go. Okay, so on Thursday Wednesday is when things start to get weird. And then on Thursday, they're weird, so I'm not going to copy and paste it here, because I'm going to have chicken parmesan. So I traded out my blue container with my orange, and then I moved up my green just so I didn't have to eat something weird. I've made a peach and spinach salad before, and it's good, but I just don't feel like eating it, to be honest. So I move those around. So I'll leave that there, and then I'll put this last one on Saturday. And then back to the top. So the second one I'm going to do, I have really been into, I discovered, so at my grocery store, they have pre-cut up jicama sticks. And the last time I bought them, they were packaged with a lime wedge. And my son corrected me on what it's called, but the seasoning called Tajín. And it's just got like chili powder and lime, and it is so good. I bought the low sodium one. So good. So I'll mix that with some guac and then some strawberries, and that will be my meal, my fourth meal. Isn't that a Taco Bell saying? My fourth meal snack. So then remember on Wednesday, since we're having the chicken parmesan, things got weird, but I went ahead and fixed that. So that will just jump over to Friday. Perfect. See, it's already there. All right, that's the one good thing, and I should do this more often. You would think that I could make a month of menus and then just repeat them, but I like to mix things up. So now I've got my 2 snacks. I've got my breakfast and my 2 snacks for the week done. Lunches are leftovers from the night before, or on like the weekend, I'll leave it open for like a salad or sandwich with fruit, just making sure that I have the materials necessary to make that. And so on Sunday for the meal prep group, we'll be meal prepping the breakfast scramble, the cauliflower fried rice, the carrots and hummus. Like I said, I buy that prepackaged, and the blueberries, and then the jicama with the guac. I'll put that into containers, and the strawberries. And then on those 2 days where I'm going to do the peaches and the pumpkin seeds, I'll portion that out. So now all we have left to do is our dinners. So for dinner on Sunday the 14th, we're going to do steak with a baked potato and asparagus. And I think it's funny because I don't think my mom watches this, but she and my sister both, which I'm very proud of, have been getting into eating healthier lately, which, yay, so excited. But my mom will tell me like, oh my gosh, but then I had something and it had cheese. I'm like, okay, you can eat cheese. Oh, okay. And it's like, oh, and then I had this and we ate black olive. I'm like, yeah, black olives are good too. So don't think because you're going to do portion fix or something like that that you can't eat food. It's all real food. It's just the amount of food that you eat it in. So, yep, we're going to have steak with a baked potato. I'm going to put butter on it. That'll be my teaspoon. And I probably will put some cheese on my potato, and I'll borrow, I might switch out. Sometimes you can do 2 blues for your orange. Like have 2 blues during the day instead of a blue and an orange. Little tip. Okay. So that comes down and becomes lunch the next day. And then on Monday, we'll do a teriyaki salmon. That recipe is on the website with some rice noodles and snap peas. And then that becomes lunch the next day. And then I'll do this Instant Pot Mongolian beef, which is really good. And then with mixed vegetables, and I buy the steamable vegetables that are already chopped up from the produce section. And I just steam them in the microwave, to be honest. And then some brown rice. That becomes lunch. And then on Wednesday, why doesn't it say the rest? So this is where I moved containers around. So you could see usually for breakfast, it's a purple and a red and a teaspoon. But since I was moving stuff around down here, I went ahead and pumped that up there so I can just have a purple and an orange for my snack. And then the chicken parmesan, the blue, gets moved down here for the chicken parmesan. And we eat it with orzo and broccoli. Again, steamable broccoli in the microwave. And the chicken parmesan recipe is also on the website. And then, so that whole block gets copied down here so that I move that blue container down, and I can't talk and type. Orzo, broccoli, and then the peaches and the pumpkin seeds, and I move that green back up there to kind of mirror that. So you see how you can kind of start with the Time Nutrition and then move it around as you need to. Then on Thursday, we have leftover night, or we call it fend for yourself night. Whatever you can find, that is what you can eat. And then Friday, like I said, I leave it open for a salad or sandwich.